Just waiting for our prosecutor to join on. Thank you. There you are, Gretchen.
Good. How are you, Judge?
Good afternoon, everybody. Today is Tuesday, August the 6th. My name is Judge Esparza. We have some written hearings scheduled for this afternoon. The individuals have been sworn in earlier before we got started. First case we're going to call is C-35-19-24-E, State of Texas versus Lorenzo Almanza. You speak English, Mr. Almanza?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead and have us stand up, please, in the front of the courtroom. Right there's face the TV. Dallas, this is your motion, sir. Client's present, he speaks English, you may proceed.
Good afternoon, Judge. It's good to see you. Yes, Judge, I have not had a chance yet to speak with Mr. Almanza. I'm scheduled for tomorrow to speak with him over a jail call, but I did file this writ. His the charges before the court is that he has an evading third-degree felony. Currently the bond is set at 10,000 cash or surety. He has a companion DWI that's 5,000 cash or surety. We're just trying to seek reduction on the felony, sir.
Yeah, I think the DWI, the complaints have been filed already.
Yes, sir.
Bond was. What says the state? You muted, Gretchen.
Sorry about that, Judge.
Uh,
Has a lot of criminal history. I'm just reviewing it. I know he's been to the penitentiary once. This is an evading motor vehicle, which means that he was trained to get away from the police, which shows a failure to want to appear for criminal acts. So we believe that 10,000 is reasonable and we oppose a reduction.
We'd ask for 2,500 cash or surety, Judge.
Mr. Almanza, are you on parole?
Oh,
You just got out, right? About a month ago. Big bonds here. I'm gonna order monthly UAs. Probation's gonna contact you to get drug tested. You need to show up when they tell you to show up. You come back positive for drugs or alcohol, we'll put you back in jail. Do you understand that? Okay,
Yes, Your Honor.
you need to answer. Bond will be reduced to $2,500 cash surety. You make bond, make sure you stay in contact with your attorney because you will have to show up at the courthouse at a later date to take care of this matter. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where do you live, sir?
Donald Texas,
Who do you live with?
I step back.
A house or an apartment?
Or
All right, make sure you stay in contact with your attorney. Good luck to you. Have a seat.
thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Gonzalez?
I have one more matter before the court.
Okay, let me see what's that. Call C 3536-24-F, State of Texas versus Jose Tovar. You speak English, Mr. Tovar?
Yes, sir.
Hang on, man.
No problem, sir.
Okay, you may proceed. Your client's present, he speaks English.
Again, Judge, kind of the same announcement as before. I have not had a chance to speak with Mr. Tovar yet. I'm scheduled to do so tomorrow, so I can't really speak to his background at this point. That being said, he has 2 charges before the court. One of them's a failure to ID. I don't know if the complaint's been filed on that yet, but that's at 2,000 cash or surety. The second charge, the felony, is enhanced theft, a state jail felony, set at 2.5 thousand.
Says the state.
Judge, this defendant has, again, an extensive criminal history. We will agree to a PR bond on the fail to ID, but the state's position is the theft bond is appropriate.
Mr. Tovar, how old are you, sir?
33, sir.
How old?
33.
What city do you live in?
San Juan, Texas.
Who do you live with?
Ahorita with my mom.
You have a job, sir?
Right now I don't, sir.
When was the last time you worked?
Ya tiene como un mes.
What were you doing? Where were you working? Who were you working for?
Some guy from where I live.
Sir, if you get out on bond, I don't want you going back to the HEB located at 901 West Expressway 83 in San Juan. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Don't go over there. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The complaint has already been filed on the failure to ID, so I can't reduce the bond on that. Is that correct? Correct. Yeah. So you need to take that up with court, J court.
For 10, yes, sir.
On the theft charge. Also gonna order monthly UAs. You need to get drug tested when they call you, sir. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
No drugs, no alcohol while you're out on bond. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
No probation or parole right now?
No,
Okay. Bond will be reduced $2,500 cash surety.
I don't have no money.
No, because you never came to court to argue.
What were you asking for bond, Gonzalez?
I was asking for 1,000 cash surety. And stay away, obviously, as you said, from the HEB.
Sir, you can't give me a peer bond. I don't have no money. My mom, she's disabled. She has cancer.
Taking things that don't belong to you is not gonna do you any good, right? It's not gonna help your mom, right? Can't help her from in here, right? We all have family we need to take care of. We're all getting older. Our parents are getting older. But you're not gonna do them any good in jail, right?
Nobody cares you.
I reduced the bond to $1,000 cash surety.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, having no further business for the court, may I be excused?
Yes, sir. Good luck to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Y'all have a good afternoon. Bye, Gretchen.
Next case we're gonna call is C 3539-24-A, State of Texas versus Juan Cantu. Speak English, Mr. Cantu? No? He's Spanish speaking. Carlos Garza, this is your client. I'm not sure if you're aware of Mr. Garza, but he does have an ice hole. Just go slowly. You're on mute, Carlos. Just go slowly so that we can do the translation here.
Well, I have talked to him and he did tell me he was a Mexican citizen. He's 28 years old. His charge is possession of controlled substance. That's a nonviolent crime. He may be picked up by ICE. I don't know. I don't think the court knows. And if he does get picked up by ICE, he may qualify for a PR bond at immigration proceedings. So we're asking for this and I'm not sure if he has a record or not. He was here on a visa. So the possession of controlled substance, I would ask the bond to be reduced as much as possible, Your Honor, considering the facts of the case.
All right. What says the state?
Judge, when bonds are lowered and PR bonds are given, then, they get deported and then they don't answer for it. And then if they ever come back, then they get arrested and held. So the state's position is we should let him answer for these charges and then he can go on about his way after it's over.
Opposed.
Yes.
Mr. Cantu, how old are you, sir?
Acabo de cumplir 28. 28
What city do you live in?
en Reynosa. Aquí, en Mercedes, Texas.
Who do you live with in Mercedes?
Solo. I think so.
How long have you been living in Mercedes?
8 años. 8 years.
You have any family here in Hidalgo County?
Sí, mi media hermana. Sister.
Where are your parents?
Mi mamá falleció cuando tenía 15 y mi padre está en Reynosa. Padre en Reynosa and mother passed away.
You get out on bond, sir, there's an immigration hold on you. Do you understand that? Do you understand that there's an immigration hold on you? Okay, which means if you make bond, you're gonna be released to immigration. And they may or may not deport you. Do you understand that? You need to answer. Can't shake your head. You need to answer. Okay. But the case, if you're deported, the case is not gonna go away. It will stay pending. Do you understand that? And if you do not show up when you have court, they'll issue a warrant for your arrest. If you ever come back, you may be arrested for this charge if you do not show up for the court date. You understand that?
Yes.
Bond will be reduced to $2,500 cash surety. Monthly UAs, I'm gonna order that you get tested monthly if you make bond, sir, and come back. If you come back positive for drugs or alcohol on any of those tests, we'll put you back in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Carlos, you have one more, right?
Yes, sir, I do.
C 3450-24-I, State of Texas versus Luis Juarez. You speak English, Mr. Juarez? You do? Okay, come on up to the front, sir. Is this your, go ahead, Carlos. He does speak English. You may proceed.
All right, yes, sir. All right, this is it. Mr. Juarez is a 26-year-old U.S. citizen. I think his bond is maybe 66,000. I'm not sure the DA could.
It's 60. He's got a 50 on assault of a public servant.
Yeah,
And 20 and 10,000 on a possession POCS.
right. Okay. All right, and you know, Judge, we already had a writ hearing on this man, and you lowered his bond. And then he went out and did this. I don't know how he did this, if he was already out or assaulting a police officer. I don't know. But at any rate, he's a local. He's been a resident of Hidalgo County all his life. He's not going to go anywhere. He has to face these charges. We're asking for a reduction. Let's see. And I think the other one is other charge is impeding breath on a Maria Concepcion Torres. So I'm asking for a low bond, Your Honor.
The only ones before the court, Carlos, are the assault on a public servant and the possession of controlled substance. The other ones, the complaints have been filed on the 2 misdemeanors.
Right.
And, other one.
Yeah, and
has,
you've already reduced those bonds, Judge.
Okay.
Much
What says the
appreciated.
state?
Judge, this defendant was out on bond for cases from 5/15 of 24, a third-degree assault public servant, and he picked up new cases in July. We agree to reduce the assault public servant to $2,500 cash surety.
Did I hear that right? DA is agreeing to a $2,500 cash surety?
25,000.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I heard 2,500 also.
Yeah, man, I said,
Sorry,
all right,
25,000.
We'll take that.
25,000.
All right.
25,000.
And the POCS,
What's the bond on that? 10?
10,000, yeah.
We'll agree to 5,000 on that one.
Mr. Juarez, I don't remember you, but my understanding is you were here just a couple months ago. Apparently you didn't learn your lesson, sir. Really? Is your lesson to get yourself back in trouble or what? I don't want an explanation. I'm just, you're not listening to me, you're not listening to your attorney. Sounds like you're still using drugs. City do you live in, sir? Who do you live with?
My mom.
You have a job? Where do you work? Louder.
Angel produce.
What do you do there?
I was gonna be helping people on route to like deliver the like fruit.
How long have you worked there?
When I got out the first time, I got it really quick. I'm pretty good at getting jobs pretty fast.
Can't keep them in jail, right?
Yes, sir.
Bond on the POCS, I'm gonna order again, monthly UAs. I'm gonna order that he be released to AIP officials only, which means you're gonna be under house arrest, sir. Can't be out of the house after 8 PM, curfew from 8 PM to 7 AM. During those hours after 8 o'clock, you're at home. If you're not at home when you're supposed to be and AIP goes and checks on you, it's a violation and puts you back in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Bond on the POCS charge will be reduced to $1,000. Cash surety. Bond on the assault of the public servant will be reduced $5,000 cash surety.
That sounds fair, Judge. Thank you very much.
Anything else on that case?
No, sir. That's all I
All
have.
right. I want to see you back a third time, sir. You understand? Good luck to you. Thank you, Carlos.
Thank you.
Next case we're gonna call is C 3490-24-F, State of Texas versus Victoria Gutierrez. Speak English, correct, Victoria? Come, just stand in the middle there like the rest of them did. Mr. Alanis, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you, Your Honor.
Your client is present. She does speak English. You may proceed.
Judge, she's here on a bond reduction that I filed on her behalf on this writ of habeas corpus, seeking a bond reduction for her. She has an old case that was not taken care of back in 2023. That's what she thinks. I think it was. But then she was rearrested again for this new possession of a controlled substance, which I think is crystal meth. The bond is at a reasonable amount of $10,000. However, she doesn't have the money or the means to make it. So asking for the court to consider releasing her on a PR bond and maybe with AIP restrictions or conditions that you think are appropriate for her. She had just been working up in Denver, and when she came down, she got into this situation here.
I'm looking at the complaint. This says it was from September of
2023.
last year.
Yes, sir.
2023. What are you asking for in the bond amount?
I'm asking for a PR bond, Your Honor, with the IP restrictions.
What says the state?
I'm okay with a PR bond on this case, but I have a question if there's an Edinburgh PD hold.
Does it show it?
Hmm.
That's right.
And
hold-
I would ask that she not be allowed to leave Hidalgo County with a PR bond.
Judge, we would agree to a geographical restriction.
I see a hold from Edinburgh. I'm not sure what it's for, but it is showing a hold. Miss Gatsa, is it Gatsa or Gutierrez?
Gutierrez,
Gutierrez. How old are you, ma'am?
29,
What city do you currently live in?
Edinburgh,
Who do you live with?
myself,
You have an apartment or a house?
a house,
You renting or own? You have family here in Hidalgo County?
I have yes,
Your parents live here?
yes. My mother lives in San Benito and my aunt lives in Mission.
Where do you work?
I currently don't work right now. I just came back from Glenwood Springs, Colorado.
Are you working up there?
Yes.
Doing what?
I was a lead housekeeper in a hospital and I was a team lead at a come and go convenience store.
You have to get a job down here, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your address?
Well, 314 West Champion Street, Edinburgh, Texas, 78539.
It's a house, not an apartment, right?
It's a house.
You have a contact number for her, Mr. Alanis, a phone number? You're on mute. You're on mute, sir.
Judge, thank you for telling me I'm on mute. Judge, I don't have a contact number for her, but I know that she does have for her family.
Okay, we'll get a number from her before she leaves. I'm gonna order that you have monthly UAs. Means you're gonna get drug tested
Yes.
by probation. You come back positive for drugs or alcohol, you come back, sit in jail and wait your time here. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm gonna order that you not leave Hidalgo County. It means going to Reynosa, Progreso, no crossing the border, you stay here in Hidalgo County, you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
No South Padre Island, no nothing. Bond will be reduced to $2,500 PR. Means it's just your signature, you'll get out. Make sure you, once you get out, as soon as you get out, you contact your attorney, let them know that you're out, give them your contact information. You will have to show up at the courthouse at a later date to take care of this case. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole or anything right now?
No.
Anything else on that case?
Nothing further from the defense.
Nothing from the state.
Mr. Lenny, do you have another one?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. I have Mr.
Let me
Lira.
call- let me call him. We're gonna call C 3555-24-A, State of Texas versus Joe Lita. Speak English, Joe?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
He's English speaking. You may proceed.
Your Honor, he's here before the court on my writ of habeas corpus, looking to lower his bond. He's got two charges. He has unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, evading arrest. He's lived in Mercedes. This arrest arises from the city of Mercedes. He has family that he can go stay with up there. He's employed. He has a job waiting for him as soon as he's released. And he has had some criminal history before in the past, Judge, but he's worked past it. I was appointed to him during the COVID era in 2020. He had some family members unfortunately pass away, and he couldn't attend their funerals. So he knows how delicate it is to be in and out of jail. So in this case, Judge, he went out to go buy some beer, according to the PC statement. He was pulled over by a trooper for a faulty tail lamp. The trooper believed that he had taken the car without permission. The owner of the car arrived and told him that this wasn't the man who had taken the car. It was another friend of the owner of the car, but they still went ahead and arrested the defendant. So for that reason, Your Honor, we're asking for PR bonds on both charges, Your Honor.
Says the state.
State opposes any reduction. The defendant just got out of state jail for a possession of a controlled substance case. A resisting arrest. It looks, he's been to prison before, so based on that, state opposes any kind of reduction.
Salute.
Lita, how old are you, sir?
I'm 34.
What city do you live in?
I'm in McAllen right now.
Who do you live with?
My sister Rachel McCarroll.
Are you on parole?
No, Your Honor.
On probation?
No, Your Honor.
You recently released?
Yes, Your Honor.
When?
I'd say about 4 months ago, 5 months ago.
Did how much time?
8 months.
State jail?
Yes, Your Honor.
Evading is a misdemeanor, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Should be, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll order monthly UA, sir. You're gonna have to go in and get drug tested. At least once a month, maybe more. No alcohol, no drugs, you understand? Come back positive, you can sit here in jail. Is that clear? Bond on the evading will be reduced to $2,000 PR. You have a job, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm
Working.
work with my brother. We do odd jobs, building decks and porches and stuff like that.
You good? Down?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor.
Bond on the unauthorized use of motor vehicle will be reduced. $1,500 cash surety. Monthly UAs. Anything else in that case?
Nothing further from the defense, Your Honor.
Make sure when you get out, sir, you stay in contact with your attorney, you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. Have a seat. Thank you, Mr. Alaniz.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you very
Next
much.
case- The next case we're gonna call is C 3498-24-E, State of Texas versus Nathan Hauser. Is that correct, Hauser?
Sir.
Mr. Hauser's present. Mr. Esquivel, this is your motion. You may proceed, sir.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon.
Judge, Mr. Hauser's been in custody over 90 days and has not been indicted. He's been in custody 5 months, 3 weeks. So almost 6-month mark, Judge. He has 4 total cases pending. There's 3 misdemeanors that have CR numbers. He has 3 bonds on those, 3,000, 3,000, and 3,000. The only unindicted case is this case before you, that's a sexual assault. And pursuant to the criminal code of procedure, Judge, if he's been in custody over 90 days and he has not been indicted, he should be released. And we're asked the court to consider a PR bond on this case. He's a US citizen, no prior history. This case arose out of a consensual meeting through an dating app called Grindr. And the victim invited Mr. Hauser over, the alleged victim.
What says the state?
Judge, the understanding that I have is that it was presented to the grand jury today. So we would oppose any reduction.
If I may, Judge.
Well, I see he's been in custody 74 days. Sir, what city do you live in?
McAllen, Texas.
Who do you live with there?
My grandma,
How long have you lived in McAllen, Texas?
going on 3 years.
No job? Were you working before you went to jail?
I spray paint the addresses on the curb. Starting like my own little business.
You go to school in McAllen?
I went to Ed Cal Joseph High School.
Graduate from there?
No, sir, I didn't graduate.
I'm gonna order monthly UAs. You make bond, you need to make sure you report to probation to get drug tested. No contact with the victim or the victim's family. Would we order that he be released to AIP officials, which means you'll be under house arrest, sir. Understand that?
Sir.
What's your grandmother's address? You know it? Is
1032 North 29th Street.
that where you received the mail?
Yes, sir.
1032 North 29th Street in McAllen?
Yes, sir. If that's wrong, then I could contact her and like make sure I can get the exact.
Make sure you give your attorney and the jail your correct address, because you will receive a letter in the mail from the court when to show up. And if you don't have the right address and don't show up, they will issue an warrant for your arrest.
Yes, sir.
No contact with the victims, released to AIP. You will be under house arrest with a curfew from 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. Need to be at home during that time, sir. You understand? AIP officials will check on you if you're not there when you're supposed to. Violation, they will report it back to the court. You could end up back in jail. Bond will be reduced. $5,000 PR. Get out of trouble, sir.
Okay, what does that mean?
It's a personal recognizance bond. With your signature, you will be released, sir, with a promise to appear. Not leave Hidalgo County. I'm going to order that you not leave Hidalgo County. You understand that? If you do not show up, we will issue a warrant for your arrest. If you do not show up when they tell you to get drug tested, we will issue a warrant for your arrest. If you're not home when you're supposed to and the AIP officials go check on you, we'll put you back in jail. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Judge, if I may, he does have 3 other bonds he hasn't been able to make. We have a court setting on that one on August 14th. So he may still be stuck in jail.
Okay. Well, when he gets released on those, they'll contact AIP officials to come and meet him here at the jail. They'll give him the information, he'll sign the contract, and then he'll be released on this charge.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, have a good afternoon.
You too, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. The next case we're gonna call is 3528-24-F, State of Texas versus Jose Perez Barbosa. Here you are. You speak English, Mr. Perez? Just go slowly, Laura. He does not speak English.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. He has a $7,500 cash or surety bond, and we're asking the court for any reduction. He does have an ICE hold, but he has no criminal history.
What's the charge here? It's a
Smuggling, a new smuggling.
Okay. What says the state?
State opposes any kind of reduction.
Mr. Perez, how old are you, sir?
23.
Are you married?
Together with
You have children?
2.
What city does your family live in, your children? Do you live in Hidalgo County?
No.
Bond will be reduced to $4,000 cash surety.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else on that? Okay.
That concludes my
Thank you,
business.
Laura.
May I be excused?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Gonna call C 3525-24-H, State of Texas versus Samuel Sanchez. Speak English, Mr. Sanchez?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Flores. How are you?
I'm doing well, Judge.
This is your motion. Your client's present. He does speak English. Just so you are aware, I know you had counts on here, the reckless driving has already been charged. So I think the only thing before the court would be let's see. Unlawful carrying a weapon, the evading. I think just those two charges, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
So I brought this writ upon my client's request, Your Honor. I did confer with him last week. And he does have a couple of trips up to TDC. However, this case is one in which we anticipate fighting. I don't think the weapon was ever located on him on the unlawful carrying. And then on the evading arrest, we believe that there is issues with that one as well. So he's got 60,000 on the unlawful carrying and 20,000 on the evading. We're respectfully requesting 2,500 cash surety on each count, Your Honor. He is a U.S. citizen, and like I said, I think our biggest argument here is just the fact that this is one in which we intend to fight.
All right, what says the state?
Judge, this defendant is a habitual offender, meaning that on the 2 third-degree felonies, he's a minimum of 25 years. He has a prior escape case on his record. He has multiple evadings, and this one he had an evading motor vehicle case. He has, I think, 4 failed to ID. He shows that he is a flight risk. He is a danger to the community, and so we would oppose any kind of reduction.
How old are you, Mr. Sanchez?
40 years old, sir.
How old?
40.
40 years old.
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole, sir?
No, sir.
You recently released?
Yes, sir.
When?
TDC, maybe like 22.
In 2022?
Yeah. 21, 22.
What city do you live in?
I live in Mission, Texas.
Who do you live with?
My own house.
Rent or own?
My own.
Are you married?
I'm with somebody.
You have children?
Yes, sir.
Your children?
Yes.
How many?
5.
Do they live with you?
3 of them do.
Are they minors or adults?
Teenagers.
You've been out since 2022. Where do you work?
Yes.
Where at?
Top con.
Where do you work?
Top con.
What do you do there?
Construction, everything. Flooring.
TopCon?
Yes.
How long have you been working there?
For years. I'm friends with the owner.
4 years. 4 years or
For
for?
a lot of years.
This is a car accident, right? Evading and crashed the car?
I crashed my car, yes, sir.
No, no, I'm not asking. Bond on the unlawful carrying, one order monthly UA, sir. You need to get drug tested every month. I'm also gonna order that you be released to AIP officials, which means you're gonna be under house arrest. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna have an 8 p.m. curfew, means you gotta be at home from 8 o'clock in the evening till 7 a.m. in the morning. If they go looking for you during those hours and you're not there, that's a violation. You're gonna report it to the court, you're gonna end up back in jail. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Bond on the unlawful carrying will be reduced to $2,500. Cash surety. Bond on the evading. Be reduced to $5,000 cash surety. No drugs or alcohol, sir, while you're out on bond. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
First sign that you come back dirty, we'll put you back in jail. Is that clear?
Yes.
Anything else, Mr. Flores?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you so much, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. You have a good afternoon.
Likewise.
Got one more left. State of Texas versus Jose de la Paz. You speak English, Mr. de la Paz? Habla inglés? Spanish speaking. It's C 3547-24-F. State of Texas versus Jose de la Paz. Sergio Sanchez, please just go slowly, sir, so that they can do the translation.
Your Honor, good afternoon. Yes, sir. This is our request. Mr. De La Paz, respectfully, we're asking the court to consider a PR bond for him, Judge.
He does have an ice hold. I'm not sure if you were aware. He does have an ice hold.
Your Honor, I was aware of that, Judge. If I could just have a second to review my notes, Your Honor. I just want to make sure I received the complaint on this.
What says the state?
Judge, this defendant has been deported previously. And so based on that information, I believe that he will be deported again if given over to ICE custody, and then he will never answer for this theft offense where vehicle was stolen from San Antonio. And this defendant was trying to drive it into Mexico.
Your Honor, respectfully, Judge, we're asking for. I'm just going over my notes here, Your Honor. I know it's a theft allegation. We're asking for a PC hearing. I know we're not set for that today. And I want to proceed with that first, if I could, Judge, and for you not to make a ruling until we have that hearing.
No problem. What we'll do is, this is out of the F court, the 332nd. We'll notify them, since they've got a court reporter. We don't have a court reporter here. And I'll contact Tootsie in the 332nd and have her set it for a PC hearing, and then I'll have them give you notice.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. We're unopposed if it's possible for you to do it. That's fine. Or if we got to get back to the 332nd, either court, Your Honor, is fine as far as the defense goes.
Okay. Well, I'll touch base with my concern is we don't have a court reporter to take a record. I'm not
Okay,
set up
Judge.
out here actually to have witnesses, so it might be a little difficult. But we'll contact them and see what they want to do, and then we'll notify you. Either our office or their office will notify you.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Thank you very much, Judge.
You bet. Have a good afternoon. Thank you. I think I got everybody's name. Gretchen, thank you for your help.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.